Like, I'm actually thinking here, I think the only damage Will did in that fight was Hellish Rebuke for 6. I think that's it. You had disadvantage on that shot too because of low ground. Possibly. You can use the search bar in the top left to find things faster. Oh, for when I was looking for the water jug. Yeah, I've got a trait on Asterion that he doesn't get disadvantage when aiming up, but I guess Will still does. I didn't think about that. Alright. I think I've taken out all the goblins in this village. Few subclasses get extra attacks where the base class doesn't get extra attack. Those subclasses get it 6 and 7. Muck, I'd suggest you turn off Karmic Dice if you have it on. By default, it's on. Where is that at? Karmic Device is not checked. Karmic Device avoid failure streaks while keeping the results mostly random. It's off. It was already off. So, whatever that is, it was not impacting. Okay, we are going to need to go to camp and get spell slots and stuff, but I am legitimately thinking of either respecking Will to something reliable, Moonbeam is an example, or swapping him for someone else. Which currently the other people are Wizard Gale, Eldritch Knight Fighter Lae'zel. What else? The Giant Barbarian Karlach. I think those are the options right this second, unless I respec someone. I'm shocked you're thinking of changing the Warlock. Well, it's just the last 5 fights, he's done 6 damage total, and it was from Hellish Rebuke. Well, no, sorry, he got Hellish Rebuke off twice. One time it killed a mob. But, I stand by... my point is, it's unreliable. It cannot be depended upon. So I'm considering swapping him out. I'm not saying I will, I'm saying I'm considering it. Oh, yikes. Okay, hang on.
This way. How delicious.
These big goats could guard the place themselves.
Nat 20, let's go! Muck keeps forgetting about the G key. Hold on a second. Let me show you something. G does not separate the bird. The G key does not do what I was trying to do. If I use the G key and I disarm a trap, and it fails, the explosion will kill the bird.
I've got a long road ahead. Someone there? Yes, let's.
You want to separate the bird? I suggest meat cleaver. Wait. Problem is in this game the dice rolls are very streaky even without carving dice. It's easier than dragging people though. I disagree. I can press G and separate the bird, or I can just separate Asterion and separate the bird. Either way, it's 2 clicks, but the second option doesn't have the other 3 all separate from each other, which I didn't want in the first place.
Must lug my guts through this hell, dreaming red.
Okay, there's 3 of them here. Fire wine barrel. Wait.
Hear my voice.
Oh, is this the edge of Act 1?
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
She's like, I'm rolling initiative.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
I watched your video with the exploding barrels. That was a very fun video to make.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
I don't know what that toy of hers is, but I'm glad it's on our side.
You've got some explaining to do first. What is that thing you have?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
Why Baldur's Gate? What aren't you telling me?
I suppose, if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence.
But you just did.
If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
A Shah worshipper? Not my usual quarry. Nor my usual ally.
I don't care who you worship. Tell me about the artifact.
There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself, the 3 figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. And you still do not know what it even is.
Keep that thing safe. Seems we'll need it.
Trust me, I'll guard it with my life. Let's keep going.
Into the fanny pack.
What's that?
A bomb. Alright, let's go to camp for a long rest. Pretty much all our spell slots. What happened to Will?
Blade at the ready.
What happened to Will? He got a haircut.
No one's stopped me yet. With haste.
Okay. So right now what we're doing is like we long rest and we wake up and then we have Lae'zel run around and cast Longstrider on everyone. What are some other buffs that I might already have access to if I set up a character to do them that could run around and buff people with stuff that lasts until long rest? You guys know of any others? Aid?
No time to
That's
die.
cleric. Oh my god, brain. That's cleric, isn't it? Aid. Increase their max hit points by 5 until long rest. Oh, and then it gets... Okay, yeah, and it gets used up. 5 extra health to your cap per spell level. I mean, it looks like it's just 5. You can also upcast Longstrider to get it on the whole party.
Can't give up now. Can't slow down.
Longstrider's a good choice. Yeah, well, we've already got Longstrider. I was looking for more, possibly. Alright. Wow, Gypsy. 8 of the highest spell slot. Possible is not a bad idea either. If I was gonna do that, I would need to respec, because I've got Shadowheart in the party. I would need to make someone else a cleric to have them cast it. It scales in power when you upcast. Okay. Warding bond, but you might come back to a dead companion. Oh, that's the thing that transfers damage to somebody else? It's 5 per spell level, or the Merc Cleric could do that too. There's a bit of a mess there. Yeah, I don't... it'll wash out. I don't know what happened there. There's a silver spoon. Okay.
What's next? Onward.
Splits the damage, increases AC. What, I'm trying to think, what am I using her for? I'm doing Shield of Faith on him, which is 2 AC. It's certainly not essential right now. She's got Guiding Bolt, which sometimes misses when I need it. Because her default thing is Trickery Domain Cleric, which is alright. Try Death Cleric. What does Death Cleric give? Let me see. BG3 Cleric. Give me just a second. I'm opening up the wiki. We'll check this out together. Death Cleric. Necromancy cantrips. They only target one creature, could target an additional creature. Wait, so Toll the Dead would hit 2 things? Channel Divinity. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can use Channel Divinity to do Necrotic. When you hit a creature with melee attack, you can use Channel Divinity. Does the 2 targets for Toll the Dead need to be near one another, or can they be, like, pretty far apart? Additional spells. Blindness, Rave, Enfeeblement, Animate, Dead, Vamp Touch. Necrotic. In range of the caster. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Can you do the same target 2 times? No. Okay. That's still pretty nice. Yeah, I'll take that
No time to
advice.
waste.
I'll try that out.
Another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall
She
be
cocks
here
an eyebrow.
in my camp for whenever thou hast need of
change
my
us.
as thou desire.
All right, cleric. Oh crap!
Can't
Did I
afford
just
to
mess it
stay
up?
idle.
Hold on a second. You did. I thought confirm was just gonna be confirmed for the screen I was on and go to the next screen.
Fate spins along as it should.
That is not
Dost thou
how I understood that
require
menu was gonna
new
work.
al-
Hold on, how much money do I still have?
Where am I? What's going on?
300.
Keep a blade close.
Okay. Alright. Whoops. That was a big whoops. Yeah, still trickery domain.
No time for dally.
Alright, well, so we're spending double for this
Fate
one.
spin. Dost thou require a new as thou desire?
See, there's 4 screens. I thought confirm was just going to go down to the next one. I misunderstood. Cantrips. We want toll. Guidance, resistance. That's good. Trickery, new. We want death. Steal the money back. Bursting sinew. 1 to 10 piercing. Explode a corpse. Spell, false life, ray of sickness. Cantrip. Bone chill. Prevent the target from healing to your next turn. An undead target receives disadvantage on attack rolls. This is fine. Let's see, what do we got here? Wisdom, charisma, intelligence. Maybe do that. Just to get the plus modifier from Khan. She only needs strength to melee, and I'm not going to be having her running around melee hardly ever. Alright, level up. Okay, prepare spells. We can change prepared spells after, so just hit accept. Same thing. Do you play tabletop D&D? I have in the past. I haven't in quite a while. But I'm very familiar with it. Depending on the edition we're talking about. Gain advantage on intimidation and performance. Produce flame, light, blade ward. Let's do thaumaturgy for conversations. Feet. Let's see. Are you using any of the new subclasses? Yeah, quite a few of them actually. Currently Karlach is a giant. I just made her death domain. My main guy is a Celestial Stars Druid. Will is still a standard Warlock at the moment. Let's see. Alright, could do ability improvement. Let's see. If y'all have any recommendations, shout them out. Warcaster is nice. It gives a better concentration. Whenever you make an unarmed attack, spell sniper. Did you make Will a Hexblade, which is new? I haven't respec Will. He's just standard at the moment. Warcaster IMO. Also Hi Kitty. Oh yeah, he's over here. Oh wow, he is really asleep. He is out of it. Oh. Hang on. There we go. Ritual caster, what is that? You learn 2 ritual spells of your choice. What are some examples of what I might get? Speak with Dead, Find Familiar, Long Strider, Enhanced Leap, Disguise Self, Speak with Animals. No, I'd rather have those be cast by someone else. Let's see, Resilient could take the place of Warcaster. Resilient? Gain 1 ability point, and gain proficiency in that ability saving throws. So that would give, you know, +1 whiz. Resilient raises a stat by 1 gives proficiency. Concentration is a con save. What do I use her to concentrate on right now? Spiritual weapon is not concentration. There's the... I'm using Shield of Faith at the moment, which is her concentration for 2 AC, but it's kind of just because there's not like a better option at the moment. But it also lets you Shocking Grasp as attack of opportunity, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'll do Warcaster for now. Spirit Guardians. True, Spirit Guardians are really nice later. My evil playthrough, my main character was some... I don't remember the domain, but I was some kind of cleric, and I used Spirit Guardians a lot. I do remember those. Okay, so... spells. What spells do we want to have loaded? We've got the cantrip. We definitely want Healing Word. Shield of Faith is good. Prayer of Healing. Probably do that. I could swap to Prayer of Healing if I need it out of combat. I'll keep Lesser Restoration for if we need it in combat. Okay, I think that's good. Is this still your first attempt at Honor Mode? Yeah. And we're level like 4.5 at the moment. We had a couple close calls, but yeah, this is still my first attempt at Honor Mode.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Alright, now, Warlocks are great. I do love Warlocks, but it has been a real bummer that he's missed every single shot with the Eldritch Blast for the last 6 kills. So it really tempts me to slide back into my comfort zone and make him like a DPS druid because Moonbeam never misses. Although it is nice that whenever I do a short rest, he gets back his spells. And usually, my most used spell with him is Cloud of Daggers, because it doesn't miss, but it's worse than Moonbeam. Do you get an animal companion? Druid does not, no. Ranger does. Ranger starts with a familiar, which is a super weak pet, but if they go Beast Mastery, then it becomes much stronger. But I believe at my current level, I feel like it's better for him to be it's like what is it called? A swarm keeper? He's got bees, rather than a Beastmaster. But later on, I'll probably respec him, but this is fine right now.
All right, what now?
Hunger of Hadar is better than both and is a Warlock staple. It starts at level 5. Well, we're not there yet. Okay. Quick save. Alright, so someone was saying...
On my way.
To,
Keep your distance, Doug.
pickpocket withers to get your money back.
Let's move.
If you multi-class Ranger Druid for the whole party, you could just run around as a zoo. I legitimately like the idea, and I think I did something similar to this in one of my 2 previous playthroughs. I had someone in the party was like a DPS Druid. And they were basically a giant owlbear or a saber-toothed tiger in most of the fights. And if they ever ran out of shapeshifts, they started moonbeaming. And they were dangerous no matter which form they were in, which was really nice. And basically one moonbeam, like one level 2 spell slot, is good for a whole fight unless they lose concentration. So they don't have to rest very often either. Should make the From the Top Rope Druid. I'd be okay with it. Let's see.
On the hunt. What can we rescue?
Wait, did it really fail?
So, you're coming with me. Not even a joke.
Dude, I'm just like rooting around in his pocket. Just like, ah. He doesn't care? That's what someone in chat said.
Like candy from a gnome. A little souvenir.
Bro.
Delightful.
Do I need to come over and cast guidance on him?
Thank you. Quick and easy. A quick profit. Don't mind if I do.
Does guidance help with pickpocket?
Almost too easy.
How much farther can I go?
What are you doing? What are you doing, Asterion? The camera was focused on him, but he was just doing all that.
Let's prowl. You're coming with me. Let's have a rummage. So. Delightful
Remember, Chad, it's always 50-50. Either it works or it doesn't.
souvenir.
First try! Alright, so my total money just went from
Wish to live in more
200 back
times.
up to 600. Because that's apparently how much I've given
Testing
Withers so
floor.
far.
Blood whispers.
Okay. You know what? I freaking talked myself into it. Who is going to become Owlbear from the top rope for the early game? Lae'zel's casting Longstrider, so it's either Will or Karlach. I like Karlach more than Will, so I think Karlach. Let me see.
Hey, soldier.
Hey, hottie. We're heading out.
No room in your party. What should I do?
Trade places with Will. He can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. Okay.
Attention.
Yes.
There we go.
Since you played this game, are we allowed to talk about story spoilers? Yes, you are. This is a rare thing for my channel. Usually, I detest spoilers, and I'm not a fan of backseating.
Has been
But
recorded.
this is our third playthrough.
I shall
You
be
are welcome
here
to talk
in
about
my
whatever
camp
with this game.
For whenever thou hast
I've done.
need of
This is my first
services.
attempt at honor mode, but my third playthrough.
As thou desire.
All right, I don't think I made Karlach a druid before. We'll see. Someone will correct me if I did in a previous playthrough. I am very fond of Ranger, Druid, and Cleric in this system. I do like Warlock. It's just right now it being unreliable is terrifying because we cannot reload if we die. Okay, cantrips. No. We've already got guidance from others. Maybe acid spray? Although I don't think we're going to need it much. Alright, ability points. I don't think we need charisma as a druid. I don't think we need charisma as a druid. Alright, let's do that. So someone remind me, when you okay, let's say she shapeshifts into an owlbear. Do any of her stats matter, or are they all replaced by the owlbear? Owlbears. Okay. Replaced. Okay. Alright. Skill proficiencies, athletic nature. We've already got someone animal handling. Let's give her perception. You might want 2 levels in monk eventually for Step of the Wind. BG3 monk. I don't know.